Well, Pilgrim, I'm back. I was just reading my Bible, and I come across something I just got to say a few words about to you. I was reading Matthew 11:28 through 30. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me. For I'm gentle and lowly in heart, and you'll find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, my burden is light. That's Jesus talking. This verse, it comes just after Jesus has been telling folks who he is and how he and the Father are connected. It's at the end of a chapter where John the Baptist's followers come asking if Jesus was the one, if he's the one they'd been waiting on, the Messiah. You see, God had been quiet for 400 long years since prophets of old. The Jewish people were desperate for a Savior. They needed a Savior. We all need a Savior. They didn't know when or how he'd come, but they were looking hard for answers. Jesus, he was talking to a crowd of folks who were tired of waiting, tired of wondering, tired of carrying their heavy loads. Aren't we all? Jesus was telling them and us that folks may hear the truth but still not understand it. Just before this verse, he said that God reveals his truth to the simple, to those who trust like little children, not to the so-called wise of the world. And then he says these words that bring freedom. Come to me. Oh, come to me. Jesus is saying you don't need all the answers. You don't have to figure it all out. He says you just need him. He's the answer. He's the wisdom. He's inviting the weary and the burdened to lay it all down. Just lay it all down and let him lead. Why does this matter anyway? Life is heavy, ain't it? Sin, worry, stress, they weigh us down like rocks in a sack we're carrying on our backs. The longer we carry it, the heavier it gets. But Jesus says, come to me. He's not just offering rest for your body, but rest for your soul. He's telling you to hand over that sack of worries, that big bag of rocks and fears and questions. He's saying, you don't have to know it all, because I do. Trust me, he says. I know it all. He does. Lots of men, lots of people in this world say that. They're lying. But here's the thing. It ain't always easy to let go, is it? We like to hold on thinking we got it all figured out ourselves. But Jesus is inviting us to trust him, to lay it all down, that big bag of rocks on our back, and to rest in the fact that he's got it all under control. So come on now, Pilgrim. Give it to him. Give it to Jesus and rest. What do you say? Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me. For I'm gentle and lowly in heart, and you'll find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, my burden is light. Well, that's all I got to say right now, Pilgrim. God bless. Have a blessed day with Jesus. Spend it with Jesus in the Bible. You won't be sorry.